there, I'm Chef Ani. Today we are making amazing stuffed roasted delicata squash rounds. This is an amazing recipe, one of our favorites, and I'm also going to show you how to make homemade stuffing. For the longest time, I thought that stuffing was something really challenging and difficult to make from scratch. But actually, in reality, it's not so hard. And today I'm going to show you how to do it. You could even make it gluten-free, or use sprouted bread, or make it whole wheat. Up to you. The possibilities are endless. This is a perfect dish for this time of year when fall is in the air and Thanksgiving and Christmas is right around the corner. So enough talking, let's get cooking. Now, the reason we use the delicata squash, besides that it's really delicious, is that you can eat the peel. Now, it's really helpful if you have a chef's knife to cut squash, because squash is really hard. But the delicata squash is not as hard to cut. Whereas like something like the acorn squash, I about killed myself the other day because it was so hard to cut. So this one is definitely a favorite just because it's much easier. And when you cut these, you want to try to get them as even as possible. That way they cook really even. You know, I just got to thinking, Mama, if you hollowed this out and stuffed it and like cut off the end so it sat up like that, then you could stuff it with stuffing and it'd be really pretty. Now that's a centerpiece. And then you have all the, then you put all of these around the edges like this.
There you go.
So now I'm just gonna take out all the seeds, brush them with oil on both sides, a little bit of sea salt. Now we're going to pop these in the oven for a few minutes. I forgot my onion goggles. Not gonna be very pretty in a minute here. I'm so bad with onion. I can hardly see anything. Oh man. This was a strong onion. Oh.
All right, I'll clean that up. You run and get yourself put together.
Are you trying to tell me something? Do I not look put together in my... So we are going to saute our onions in a little bit of oil. Now if you don't want to use oil, you can always use water. I forgot to bring my extension cord. We're going to try to hide this cord. Can you see it now? Now if you want to, you can add some minced garlic right in here as well. We're going to chop up some celery. Okay, just chopping up some pecans. If you don't want to use pecans, you can just take them out. Just don't put them in.
Yeah, take them out, Ani. One piece at a time.
Better just not put them in the first place. Next, we're going to add some dry herbs, thyme, and rosemary. Some water, and we want to bring this to a boil. Next, we're going to put in the bouillon, and I'm using the Better Than Bouillon brand. Today, I'm using Earth Balance, which is vegan, but this is definitely optional, so if you don't want to use it, just don't use it. Take it out, actually. It just adds another dimension to the flavor. Did you see that? Here I have some sage.
What can they do if they don't have fresh sage?
You can use dried. You're just full of questions on if you don't have anything, aren't you today, Mommy? What if you don't have that? What if you don't have that?
What if you don't have bread?
What if you don't have bread for the stuffing? Now I'm just chopping up some parsley, a little bit of salt, and last but not least, we are going to add our bread. This bread we just cut into cubes and toasted in the oven until it was crispy. And we are using a combination of white and whole wheat bread. But you can do exactly what you want to do. Use your favorite bread. Now we've turned off the heat on this and we're just lightly tossing everything together. And that is it. Our stuffing is done and beautiful. This is really beautiful stuffing. Okay, so our squash has just come out of the oven and we are now going to stuff it with our stuffing. Now these go back in the oven for a few more minutes. This looks so good. I can't hardly wait to try it. That is so good. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to join me in this adventure to eat healthier, one recipe at a time. And I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday with another video.